Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
First down, Bills.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. This is intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
9-yard line.
From the gun, Porter. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing again, Porter. And this is caught at the 8. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
First and goal.
A good pickup there at 22. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
At the 8-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Porter. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead.
Is good.
And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Bills nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of
that one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
By number 22.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. A running play now for Ivory. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Chiefs 7, Bills nothing.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Rolling to his left. He'll run it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On first down, this is Ivory. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
The ball carrier.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time. And got his man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
At the 40-yard line.
From the gun, Porter. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Porter's pass.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
The ball comes out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Steps away to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here.
Take over 1st and 10 at the Bills' 42-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Porter. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Porter. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Meanwhile, here's a shot for the end zone right away, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Chiefs 14, Bills 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Yeah, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Back to throw again. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
A gain of
15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun. Porter. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
From the gun. Porter. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
City Chiefs. First down.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down. 2nd and 6 from the 10. Operating from the gun. Porter, incomplete. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the gun, Porter eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Complete.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And the Bills' 1st down.
They'll look to throw again. Out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bills 7.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
A gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down at the...
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Let's go.
Tonight.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Kansas City, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers.